Okay, it's that time again. I was watching Odin's Men, and I will link his video below exactly which video I'm talking about today. But there was this ignorant black lady on one of the TikTok videos. I mean, there was a lot of ignorant people. I may go back and say a couple things about them, but she really decided to make herself the most ignorant one out of the bunch today. And I say that because I I'm not informed about exactly. Uh, I mean, it was in the news. Something to do with, I think it's five black police officers that were all fired due to something that happened. In any case, they were guilty. I gotta look it up later so I can know exactly what I'm talking about. But that was the final deliberation. They did something, and they were punished for doing whatever they did. Rightly justified. So basically, I'm watching a video, and she's up here talking about how, like, this is her whole focus. Her whole focus is on race, of course. She's focusing on race to such a degree that she can't even see the actual situation. Okay? They were fired, rightly so. That's it. I mean, this is just in the most basic terms that I'm putting them in, but I'm sure there's more to it than that. But that's the basics of it, okay? But here she is focusing on the fact that, oh my God, the black officers, they were fired quicker than the white officers were. What is this? A ping pong game? Black, white, black, white, black, black. What the hell, lady? Like that's it. And then the idiot goes on. I'm sorry. That's exactly what I'm going to stop doing it. No, I'm not. I'm going to stop using the word as much as I am. But anyway, she goes on to say how that they're going to think based off this that now I guess what she means by they is people are going to think now that it's black on black crime. Yes. And that black people can be racist. Yes, that is correct. Some black people can be racist. Some black people, they kill other black people. Some black people commit crimes uh, to other black people. Don't know how else to phrase that, but yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of the video, near the end, but she goes on to say, and but black people can sometimes be agents of white supremacy. It's like she cannot see herself as negative. She has crowned herself in the best light. Black is oppressed and we can't be racist, and she has drunk the Kool-Aid, and it tastes good, and she is not giving it up, and she's like, now black people are it. We're the it. We're in, and this and that. Oh, I can't stand that type of mentality. She really thinks that she's on the tippy tip top of the mountain, queen of the castle and all that. Like, what the hell, lady? And she's got her face on the internet, on TikTok. Everybody can see you. Your job can see you. And they might even agree with you right now, because they don't want to lose their jobs, and they don't want to get any severe ramifications handed down to them, and they don't want to, deal with the issue of not agreeing with a minority and all the craziness that you're saying. But like, people don't think of the future. I just said this in my last video. People do not think of the future, and this is very what do you call it? The word is it's just disappointing because she's old. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She is not spring chicken, you know. She is not someone that just popped out of high school or college. She's not the new kid on the block. I don't mean to be crude or anything, but it's the truth. She should know better than this, but I feel like she was just one of those people, and these people come in every color, but she just so happens to be black, and they were always harboring this resentment toward a certain group, namely white people, and now they just get to just be as openly racist as they can be. So that's what she's doing, and she's really stupid because she's not thinking of the future. She's just thinking right now, this is our time, and nobody can say anything to a black person. I'm sorry, but Bob Dylan wrote a song called "The Times They Are Changing." She would do well to look up the lyrics to that song. You know, time is going to keep moving, and that's not an excuse to say, oh, if you're a racist person or if you got negative things to say about a person, you should just shut up and keep them to yourself because, you know, time goes by and then they, you won't be as loved for what you're saying as what you're saying right now. No, that's to say that you're not understanding how what you're doing is affecting other people. You're not putting yourself in other people's shoes. You don't understand how everything works. You're not you're not being sympathetic to what's happening to other people in this world and understanding, as I said, what live life in their shoes. Have you ever thought about how other people feel? And not to get too much into feelings, but when they matter, when actual discrimination is occurring, not all this fake microaggression BS that's going on today, but actually step back. Stop being so selfish and trying to get your 15 minutes of fame just talking down to another group of people because you feel so big and bad now. Oh, now that the media's on my side, I can just say whatever I want, do whatever I want. No, you can't. You really can't. For the fact that, you know, it's morally wrong. And if you don't believe in that, believe in the fact of, I like to say karma. What goes around comes around. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to time. You think you can just say whatever you want. No. The energy of what you're putting out will come back to you. That's just how things work. Like, that's just how it is. And the only way you figure that out, if you're not hip to it now, is with the passage of time. She's not always going to have this up. And as I said before, the internet does not forget. She thinks she can just say this now. Everybody thinks they can just say whatever they want after 2020. You can't just say that and think that things are always going to be in your favor. They are not. So you better learn to communicate with people that don't look like you. Even if you don't like your family members all the time, but you communicate with them, learn to not get along, but to be respectful to other people so that everyone is included and can live in peace in their lives. Stop all this fake, what do you call it? Like trying to be inclusive and trying to have all these different, like, oh my God, the minorities, like we need to give them this because the white people got all of this for so long and now, no. Like I said, it's like a ping pong game. It's like a two-player game. You keep throwing the ball back and forth. White people had it. Now black people have, minorities have. Now what? Next day, white people have this had back and forth, back and forth. If you can't see this is just a game being played on a large platform, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I think I'm going to do, I really want to say it now, but I think I'm going to do a video about this because I really want to go into depth with what I'm talking about when I tell you that, you know, the times are changing and this whole thing is just like a big game, um, that everybody has a part to play in. So that is probably going to be on the next video. Look forward to that. But yeah, that's what I basically wanted to say. Yep, that's it.